And then if you've got space like this, then you can go get some more straw from in the shed and then build that up, okay? Here at Coleman Middle School, what we're doing is a summer garden program. Just a nice quick way for the kids to get involved in gardening. They're learning about the basics of gardening, proper watering. They're also learning about farming and sustainable agriculture, and then even how to take care of trees. We've got to do a lot, and I think the kids have had a lot of fun doing it. So I can't wait for next year when we can hopefully have this go the full summer.
I decided to come here because I wanted to learn how to garden, because my mom is taking all the weeds out of our backyard and I get to plant things.
We've been planting different kinds of vegetables and herbs. Like, we've been planting this flowers, it's called Monarch Promises, to attract the butterflies and bees so they can pollinate the flowers, and that's how they'll grow.
No, not eggplant.
That's zucchini.
We have 10 raised beds, and we've got a variety of plants going in there. We've got some tomatoes and peppers. Those are very easy to grow, and they have a pretty good harvest, so we wanted the kids to see those. We've also got some other things. We've got eggplant. We've got some pollinator plants to help and bring in butterflies and bees, and we taught the kids the importance of that. And then we've got a zucchini and squash, which I got to show the kids how, if they don't have any pollinators, that if they're not coming in from the plants that we have, then you can kind of pollinate those yourself just by cutting off the male flower and applying it to the female flower. So the kids have learned how to do that.
We've been watering the plants, and we also been taking out the weeds on the ground so the plants can grow more.
We did plant seeds. Actually, in there we have a little thingy with lights, and they're growing. They're actually growing. We did not think they would grow this easy.
I just want to scoop out the insides by the seeds. Okay, so I'm just going to scoop that out.
We made asparagus. This week we're making spring rolls and pickles, sweet pickles.
With the pickles, we are growing cucumbers in here, so what we decided to do was try to make some pickles for the kids. And then my comrade, Carol Stewart, she then took it home and then made the brining solution that you have to do. And you have to heat that brining solution up every day and then pour it back onto the pickles. And with the spring rolls, that was a good way to show a good vegetarian option. It was a nice, light, healthy snack that we learned how to make. We also made squash boats, and we got to eat that. And then we'll be having some lemon thyme chicken tomorrow for our end of the summer garden program celebration. You need to go get the other green hose that's in the shed. Go get the other green hose that's in the shed. ICU Trees came out last September, and they helped us to plant these trees. We had 100 trees. We had 200 volunteers, and we had an auger, which was a great help. We got all the trees planted in about 30 minutes, and so what we've been doing now is we've been watering them every week. The kids have got to help us rebuild the berms around the trees, and the kids have helped us to break a sweat doing it. So it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. 3, 5 more. I think the main reason we decided to do the garden club is just to get the kids back out into the outdoors and trying to find that love for science in a different way in the outside world where it's very palpable and tangible to everybody. Food. So I thought that would be a good way for kids to learn something about gardening. And then also when we did the ICU Trees initiative to get the Restore the Canopy back in Wichita, that was just another stepping stone and saying, hey, why don't we try and get a real good garden here? Because we had one before, it was a little smaller. And so we decided with this, the new FEMA building, we could have a very much more expansive one. And we've got rain barrels, raised beds.
I like planting a lot. I sometimes go help my family to plant vegetables, and we have like a garden outside, so that made me interesting to plant different kinds of plants.
Gardening is all about science. There's just so many different things. You start off from the soil level, the pH of the soil, and then you get the pH of the water. Then the plants start growing. You get to see photosynthesis, the light and the water getting turned into sugar and energy for the plant to grow. Then it breathes out the oxygen that we breathe in. And then there's the food part of us eating the food and how it gets digested. So there's just a lot of different parts of science that all goes into this little thing called gardening. Woo! Break time, ready? Let's get some water, cool off.